Okay, let me move on to Madam Rita. Madam Rita, please give us your final submission. 4 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I also like to say thank you to Black Panther for his submission. Yes, we should be talking about the amendment of the electoral law. And there's something, this publication that you put out there. I don't know the man's name. He said Nigeria needs a new constitution, not an amended one. And I think that's what 2Naija has been saying all along. We need to start afresh. We need to start from point A and scrap, because the one that is present now was done by the guys in the barracks, right? With the collaboration of the caliphate to favor them. So Nigeria needs a new constitution. And when we get there, everything transcends down to every institution existing in Nigeria today. We do not have strong institutions. And when we don't have strong institutions, no matter how many beavers or how many, the amount of technology that we impute into our electoral system is not going to work, because we do not have strong institutions, especially the judiciary, even the INEC itself. The INEC itself, who appoints the chairman is the president. That's like conflict of interest. If the president appoints you as the chairman of an institution that would affect the entire nation, the entire nation's decisions, or the electorate's decisions, definitely it will not be in favor of the electorate. The result will be in favor of the person who elected him into office, or rather who placed him into office. So that's what Yakubu is playing to the tune of the caliphate and the man from Bodilon. So yeah, and to get that institution, we have to start from scratch. We have to start with changing the constitution. But how that would happen, I have no idea. But I can guarantee you, by the ballot, it's not going to work. And I want to say something finally about the Labour Party and the NLC relationship. Mr. Lawson Osage has given us the privilege of telling us that it started, I think, in 1950. That's what he said. And now, we're having all this brouhaha, this topsy-turvy arguments back and forth. I think all this happened as a result of the fact that Mr. Abure hasn't proven himself to be a good leader, or has proven to us that he's not worthy to be the chairman of the Labour Congress. I'm not saying this with any apology, because it's what I'm saying. It's not allegedly, it's what I'm saying. Because if you have a reputation to keep, I've said it before, you should have resigned immediately. Take a cue from Peter the Rock Obi. He said, if you find anything that me or my family did against the people of Nigeria in any form, or even to Anambra State, I will stop campaigning. Now, if the leader of a party is saying that, it's expected that the chairman, with all these allegations flying left, yeah, it's still an allegation, because we are yet to wait for the final result of the auditors. If all this allegation is meted out against you, I mean, these are like serious allegations, disgraceful allegations. The honorable thing to do, if you had some sense of dignity at all, or respect for your name, or even the institution of the Labour Party, or even Peter Obi, or even let's say for Nigeria, forget about all these other entities, for Nigeria's sake, or even for the sake of me, my family name, my integrity, you step down. Nigerian leaders, I don't want to even call them leaders, but if I use the word leaders, I think people would probably get it more. But people who represent institutions, for example, Julius Abure representing the Labour Party, many of them, no matter their age or experience, there's one thing that is very common among them. They don't understand what it is to have integrity. They don't understand what it is really and truly, what it is to leave the stage where the ovation is loudest. They don't understand that. They feel holding on to the rope means that you are strong. Holding on to the rope means that you have integrity. Holding on to the rope means that I am not weak, or it's not about the people, it's about me. Yes, I be strong guy, I be strong man. And I don't care who gets burned along the way. They don't get that. And I don't expect the younger generations to even get it, to understand that there are certain things, there are certain laws, there are certain characters that you need to have when somebody accuses you of something very detrimental that affects your name, affects an institution, affects your integrity, you step aside and give people the chance to prove yourself, not hanging in, arguing, trying to cover up. And then what is the result? What is the result? Look at the Labour Party today. If not Peter Obi, I mean, the Labour Party is as good as what's it called? Accord. That was maybe Accord was even higher self than Labour Party. So Joseph Apure, you have just, if you are listening to me, sir, or anybody of you who know him, this is what I'm saying. You refuse to resign, and this is the result. At the end of the day, I can tell you, anywhere your name is mentioned now, whether you are the chairman of Labour Party or you are chairman or whatever from whatever institution or entity, you don't have a good name anymore. Let me use simple language. Your name don't spoil, Oga. And anybody that's even answering that name, Abure now, people will look at them twice and ask you, are you related to that man? You spoiled it, sir. You don't spoil them. You don't spoil them. I'm so disappointed. You came into this show and even I expressed myself about your leadership skills, and you just proved me right. You just proved it. You just even proved the native doctor right, sort of. And but you just proved it, man. You just spoil your name, okay? You just spoil everything. You didn't spoil Peter Obi's name because we are in Labour Party because of Peter. I supported Peter. The Labour because Peter Obi is under the Labour Party. That's what I'm supporting. I'm not a Labour Party member of any sort, and the Labour Party know very well that if Peter Obi leaves the Labour Party, and if he leaves, in fact, Labour Party will be like I don't know how to use somebody that has been zapped. Maybe due to the nuclear reaction, you just shrink. Labour Party will shrink. Take it or leave it. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
All right, Madam Rita, thank you very much for your submission and your time with us today. Yes, I totally agree with you. It's very painful, but I'm not sure it has got into that. Anybody that bear the name Aburi, it has
Mr.
not
Elvis,
got into
anybody
that.
that bears the name Obaseki, they will ask you. It always raises an eyebrow because one person has chosen to spoil the name because there are some good Obasekis out there. It's the same thing. That's why it's integrity, character. Anybody answering Obi today, the question, are you from Anambra? Are you related to Peter Obi? That's it. That's what we're talking about. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So
Thank you very much,
grieve.
man. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, CBD, thank you very much, sir. Yes, for me, I'm very hopeful that Nigeria will be better in our time. So let's continue to do what we are doing. Some of you might think that, oh, we are talking or what we are doing and all that. Like I've said so many times on this platform, if BBC, CNN, Arise TV, Channels TV, and many other mainstream media, if they are doing something different, let us know. All they do is talk and bring people to the platform, prominent and individuals, politicians to the platform and ask them questions. In fact, even give them time to talk and say, okay, thank you, time is up, bye. That's all. That's all they're doing. So the talking is very, very important. And the power of social media, don't look down on it. So let's continue to do what we are doing. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's be hopeful. Nigeria will be better in our time. I'm very, very sure Nigeria will be better in our time. Okay, I would like to call on. I didn't know that Augustine is still with us, so to be honest, but Augustine, I'll keep you for the last please. Let Black Panther finish, then I'll come to you. Black Panther, are you still with us? Okay, you are here. Give
Yeah,
us
I'm
your
here.
final submission, sir. Please, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Naija Wash. I thank everybody. I thank Mother Rita. Thank you for that good what your speech what you made. And I want to say something here too, that now the product of the constitution we have now is showing in our politics. The constitution we have now, the product, is what we are seeing. We cannot see anything lesser than what the constitution has given unto us. Your constitution has not given independence to any state. Your constitution did not give independence to any structure. Everybody up to Aso Rock anything. Senegal. The guy is not a Pan-Africanist.
Black Panther, your voice go down and on, down and on, and this have been going on for the past 70 years now, and you still never sorted it out.
Can you hear me better now?
We can hear you, but your voice will go down and come back, go down. So I hope it's not going to happen.
Can you hear me better now? Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Black Panther, you are not talking. You mute yourself. Okay, you came back again. Okay, please go ahead. Unmute yourself, sir.
Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Okay. I want to say here, those of us that are saying, oh, we can continue with what we have, this blah, blah, blah. I want to say it clearly here now, that the president you have now was one of the advocates that have been advocating for a new constitution. All the activists that you see that are keeping short, they have been one of the advocates for a new constitution. They have also been advocating for a new electoral law. We got it, but we didn't look into the nitty-gritty of that law that was given to us. We were just elated. Yes, we didn't bother to care. We just elated. Oh, beavers be used. We didn't look at the clause in it. And I thank God today that Senegal, the 44-year-old boy, the 44-year-old man, great man, he might not be a Africanist, but he's somebody like Peter Obi that mean well for his country. He meant well for his country, and he wants to do well for his country. He wants his country to be self-sufficient. He wants his country's currency to be dictated by them and not by France. So he's taking his country out of the hands of the colonial manipulation of the French Republic. Now, the Senegalese constitution created independent to the judiciary, but yours is subjected. There's a clause there, and that clause, the so-called Aso Rock juntas have been using it to manipulate the entire political scene in Nigeria. That is why we keep on advocating. That is why we keep on, trying to give a headway where Nigeria can pass. Okay, if we don't want the constitution now, okay, let's go for the expunging that clause in that electoral law. Let's take that manual approach towards the election. Let's take it out and let's use only the beavers. When the beavers was done, when it was given to us, they were saying no network. They were arguing no network. But what happened? They now, because all of us argued it, they now put a clause there. In case the network fail, we'll use manual. My brother, let us think. Let us all of us think and know what we want. And let us systematically maneuver this. Let the system be favored. Let the system go with us so that we can forge ahead. Let us know what we want. Let us systematically approach things in a very systematic way. And to the people to our people that were kidnapped, our children that were kidnapped, that was no kidnap. That was an arrangement. And to the Binance people, that Binance people is like this. Whenever we are going this way, the Nigerian government will always create put one information out there so that we can follow. How can somebody you put under arrest escape under arrest? How? Please, how? We have DSS. DSS should come out and tell us how. NSA should come out and tell us how. So when people come here to say, oh, they escape, they did not escape. They tell them, oh, guy, go. We just they do blah blah. So create if an avenue could talk towards that place. What we should be talking now, the thing that will be piling pressure on them now is that we should set up a new electoral law. Let us look at our electoral law again. Let us expunge manual stuff out of our electoral law. Then we can get set to 75% for a new election. Let us see how they will maneuver it and lock up the entire system and said the beaver did not work. Let us see how they will do it. But one thing I know, for Nigeria to work, let us have our options. The option I'm giving, one, the beavers must stand on his own, no manual. Two, the constitution must be reviewed. If we use the beavers to put in a good government that will look into the constitution so that all of us can sit down and behave like African and galvanize our own constitution, what we want, African constitution. The first time Nigeria will sit, let us break that history. Let that history be made. Any of you that is saying, oh, we cannot start all over again, you are just joking. If you cannot start, let's continue with this system. We are ready to continue. We will see. We'll be looking until they choke us. We cannot breathe again. Then you will not come to our own reality that we need a new constitution. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Okay, let me.
Yeah.
Mr. Iris,
Yes, sir.
just before, please,
Mr. Jonathan.
just before Dr. CM, comes on board, I just want to kind of, bring this out. This from what Black Panther said regarding the electoral law, the beavers. You see, the beavers, we must be very careful. It is technology, and it can still be manipulated. The focus should be on election at the polling unit. That's what we should be fighting for. That elections at the polling unit, once election at the polling unit is counted, it is done and dusted. That is it. We don't, carrying it from the election, the polling unit to the ward, to the local government. That's where everything is messed up. So this thing, we must get it right now, whether they like it or not. Nigeria must get this election right, for crying out loud. This is too disgraceful, damaging to the country. We must get it right. Once people line up, they vote counted. What are you waiting for again? What are you vetting again? It has been, people have voted, it has been counted. Why are you taking it to the local government again? We don't need that. Everybody can know the result. All of us can sit down in our room, in our comfortable room, and we can know the result, because you can call Mr. A can call B, C, D, everybody can call. We can collate our result ourselves. All we just need to do is just for them, a body called the Electoral Commission, to announce it officially. Not all this manipulation, they will still have a way. These people are just as we're discussing now, they are also discussing how they are going to circumvent whatever we come up with. So we must get it right. There is no going back. This thing must, is it a curse? Is it a curse on the nation Nigeria? That's ordinary election, we can't get it right. Senegal just voted. As simple as that. Same day, election result was announced. Is it a curse on Nigeria that they cannot organize election, free and fair election? Something must be done on this. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
It's not a cause. It's not a cause. It's a deliberate act. It's corruption. It's not a cause. It's corruption. It's a deliberate act. They know what they're doing. That's it. August CM, last person on the panel.
Okay.
Give us your final submission, sir. 4 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. In my final submission, I think we've really covered everything, but let me recap on what really we debated earlier today quickly. The video I brought that showed a caterpillar spraying cement on the ground, on the road, was to say, because I've seen it done, Not that I'm not thinking, I'm not saying that is the best practice, but I'm just saying with respect to the former video they showed, people were saying, where has this? I've never seen this thing done. I said I've seen it. I wish I had that video that day. That's why I brought the one of Babjulos Beggar, just for people to say it has been done somewhere. Whether it is the best or not, it's not for me to judge. I'm not an engineer, but I've seen it done. Now the second video about the bad road, when I saw it, I also showed a sign of outrage. Not until I saw this follow up with the commissioner saying that they've not finished that road, they're still working on it. It's just that something happened overnight. It done before and they did it. So this is my point of view. This is where I stand. I'm not saying that is the best or this, but like I'm saying, that road is still under construction. It has not been finished. It hasn't. It's still being constructed because the section of it is still not yet asphalted. They are doing it gradually. Maybe rain just came. And to me, I'm prepared to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. If I give you job and we agree on a time frame, until that time frame passes, you have no business even scolding me or coming to tell me. Until the time frame passes, I hand over the final product, then you can then say something. But as long as I'm still within the time frame, I haven't finished, you don't need to, even if you hear something happen there, you can only talk, but you can't use it to judge me. That's one. And secondly, it has never happened before, like I said. Not that they're not defending anybody, but I'm just wanting people to understand my viewpoint. If you want to quote me, say yes, that I've seen where they are pouring cement on a road as part of stabilization. Ordinary cement, dust, pouring it there. I've seen it and I've showed a video. Then on the road that's spoiled, my contention is the contractor said he hasn't finished it, and that's what they're explaining. But the road bad, it is bad. And that is only a small section. Ordinarily, they should have shown the entire stretch of the road, about 2 something kilometers, and let people judge for themselves. But because of that, I know people have written a lot of things on the comment section. I'm not really bothered because I know where I stand. So if you can understand me and quote me exactly this, I'm not making judgment. I'm only lifting something I saw. So it's like somebody quoting the Bible. You said Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for you. You only have to be still. That's all. It's not for me. Don't come, just go there and lift it. If you see it that way, it's okay. So what I'm saying is I'm making reference. Only reference is my own. That is just what I did. But anybody can interpret what you want to. I'm free. I'm not holding brief for anybody. Interpret what you want to. It's my
But
own reference.
you are not supporting Zuludu. You are not a spokesman.
Of course, I'm not. Of course,
Thank
I'm
God.
not. No, no. What is thank God? What do you mean by thank God? I'm
Because
not.
the people have tagged you already. Now that's why I'm saying thank God.
Exactly. So that's why I'm not really bothered about, because that's why I said I'm responsible for what I say, not for what the person understand. Since I've shown this, the person will say, okay, now at least somebody can say, I've seen where they are pouring cement or cement dust on the road. You can say you've seen it at Aba. I don't know whether it will end up in another way. I've seen this what I saw, so that's why I showed it. So to that extent, I don't really bother because I believe in reason. So let the person attack my reason for what I do, but not that I'm holding brief. I'm not holding brief for anybody. I believe in balanced report. If anybody does that, if I get the facts, I know where to blame. So on that note, Niger Watch, thank you very much for the opportunity. We continue tomorrow. After all, it's for the good of all of us. So my
You have
criticisms,
you have
I take.
you have cleared yourself in the on the
No,
panel.
well, no, it's because people
The
like
judge will now
it.
say, arise.
No, is no, is that this has been probably because
Okay.
of the staccato of this thing coming. I heard my this thing, but I've been able. That's why I brought all those. I wasn't saying that is the best. I wasn't paid to do it. Even if I should be paid, I have to charge, and if I want to, but I'm not that type of person. I'm only trying to say this. It will turn out that eventually it is the bad, but at least I said this is what I saw. So if you see it as B, good. If I see it at C,
Okay.
just say
Thank
that
you.
you saw it. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Thank you, every one of you that came into the panel. As for GasCM, the aspect of paid or no paid, everybody know who you are now. So please, nobody will even go that area. So we only attack you for defending that satanic construction by Soludo. That's all. Paid what? People where if they collect money from satanic
No,
politicians, we they know
Mr.
them.
Najawash.
But yes, sir.
Najawash. You know, talk and well.
Go
He
ahead.
was not defending. What he said, it was logic. He was trying to prove the statement of fact he brought forward yesterday, that he has seen that thing done like that. So that was why I
All right.
threw a question to him. Are you no longer the
Black Panther,
spokesperson?
you were the one having a go at him a moment ago. You just turned around again. See,
No.
Watch.
I asked him a question. Are you
Now,
Let me
please,
just
I
say
don't
something
want
about
to
Niger
continue with
Watch
this
now. Let me say
I
something
conversation,
about
asked
Niger
him a
please.
Watch.
question.
Okay,
I asked him
you
a
people want to
question.
start now. I don't want to continue.
Yeah, Black Panther, you
Black
finished
Panther,
talking
thank you,
now.
thank you, sir,
Let
thank
me say
you.
something about
You
Niger
are
Watch. Niger Watch, I
contradicting
must
yourself,
say,
Black Panther.
don't mind him.
Mhm.
I must say that you're very funny with the way you presented this stuff. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing, and especially when CM came in, and you were just ripping him one. I do like the way you try to hold people
I came in
accountable,
a good storm
and
more and
I think
four.
it's a good thing. Yeah, you really stretched CM today. You stretched him to the limit.
I said it a
I
good
was laughing my
CMK,
backside out.
CMK from the kitchen. I was hearing his name from the kitchen. He ran. What did they call me for?
But to
Niger
be
was
honest,
shouting for CM. Where is CM? Where is CM?
to be honest, that is
I
that
want
is
to
how
hear
you
this.
know that is how you know transparent people. He hears say they call it name, he come. Satanic people, even though you go pull the loudest noise for inside their window, they not go come because they don't already know. Say this one, they know. So he we call him, he comes. So it's a normal thing. One thing, listen. One thing you guys don't understand on this platform, we are family here, but none of us will support anything that is bad from any
Of
of
course.
us. And I've used myself as an example so many times. If not me, please call me out. You know, that is it. There's nothing like, oh, now because in Nigeria was this matter more no your talk, but no, you are not helping me. You are not helping me. As long as you are not attacking
I've
me
called
with
you out a
hatred.
few times here now. I've called you out a few times here, and
Yes,
you have
exactly.
taken it, and and that's good. That's really
Mhm.
good, and I like that kind of environment.
No, to be
Yeah,
honest with
that's
you,
how it's
it's somebody.
supposed to be, my brother.
You see, somebody like me, I don't really worry so much about criticism because I always try to present. Maybe my reason may be
It's
weak,
part of
but
life.
please, exactly. If my reason is weak, tell me this reason you are giving is not convincing. It's okay. That's not so I know reach. But what I want is
Ogasium,
for
you
you.
know what me not like?
Uh-huh,
Ogasium, you know what I not like? When
yeah.
somebody is not adding hatred to criticism, that's what I don't like.
Okay. Yeah.
If you
Okay.
want
No.
to
Well.
criticize me, you understand?
Exactly. Yeah.
Some people will criticize you, they will add
No.
hatred to it. Then it
No.
becomes a
You are not.
problem.
You are not alone. The person is
Because
not well informed. I can say something and give you
no,
one, two,
some of
three
them are
reasons.
informed. They just
Then,
want to
then,
deliberately make
then,
life difficult for
then,
you.
Yeah,
then,
somebody
Some people
attacked
are
me
like that.
yesterday because I was
then,
saying that
then,
2Naija was saying the truth. Let's go. They
then
were all attacking me
maybe I
because they
wasn't
hate
here.
me.
You know,
So, so, so,
nobody hates you here.
so,
Oga.
so,
People
so,
want
so,
corner.
so,
They were transferring the hatred they had for me to you. That's the
in,
thing.
That was what they were
in
doing
my,
yesterday now.
Exactly. That's
you
what they
see,
were doing.
you see, in my own case, if you tell
Nobody
me
hates anybody here.
that reason where you give number one, this it doesn't it doesn't wash well. I don't take it. It's okay, but so far you can quote saying that's why I talk am. It's okay for me. Then if I don't need to, but maybe you counter my
Okay,
reason with
Oga CM, Oga CM,
superior logic.
let me
Yes,
say
please.
this so that we can round up. Let me tell you why we have problem with these people. These people have never one day since Nigeria was created to build trust with the people.
Okay,
They have
okay, yeah,
never.
that is true.
You
That
see?
is true.
So anything they do, the
But
people already
but
have doubt in it.
but
Yes,
but
because they,
but
they, they
but,
have
but,
never prioritized
but, but
trust
Niger
between
watch,
them
sorry.
and
Niger watch. Today in Nigeria, east, west, north, south,
mm,
P2B, P2B. When P2B was in Anambra, hey, Jesus Christ, they finish him. I'm telling you, they no give a chance. Nothing. Do you know the meaning of Obi? Is an Igbo name for man. Adobe means a woman. Because if they speak law, they say that man Adobe now. Waiting is Sabi, waiting, it hand it too tight. in hand, the too tight, glue there in hand. Nothing will no. They instigated they pitch and twice now. But now because people they don't test Obia, not the one where they stand trial for 4 billion now. The one where hand over. If they stand trial with EFCs for 4 billion, people can say, so now the thing where people be do for us be this. We don't even know, say the man are very honest. That's why everybody turn. Go ask Fanambra. They don't even criticize Soludo. They finish P2B. They finish him. Nothing, every enter boss now. So gossip. Not be say he thief money. They say, the man too tight. Everything they put eye
But
reach,
he
everything.
still
They have
remain,
problem.
he remain the
Eh,
best now amongst them, which is a beautiful
exactly.
thing.
No,
Anyway,
just
let's
to
round
tell
up.
you, to tell you how people, to tell you, say, sometimes when people see certain things, when they, these people, when they say people being a darling, everybody just there. If you hurt people being a people go shout. Those people where they defend that nine Anambra, they finish on that time way. They no give a chance. Everywhere.
Even Augustine, are you also aware that some people that have criticized him since the 2023 presidential election, they're already turning their back,
Thank you.
putting their car in the
Yeah,
reverse? You know,
yeah.
they
Mr.
are now
Elvis,
praising him
Mr.
indirectly.
Elvis,
Yes,
please, Mr.
okay.
Elvis, please, I send you a private message
Yes,
on
sir.
your WhatsApp. Please check. It's a private message. Please.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
You know, so people who
Mr. David, I
criticize
want
him
to
at
give
that
one
time,
suggestion. Mr. David, I want to give one suggestion.
okay,
My own
yeah,
suggestion is like the only way we can continue to pipe pressure in to these people is one, economy. Two, changing the political system. That is the two way we can send the message out so that any person, any right-thinking man can judge from the 2 points
Are
we
you
have put on ground.
serious? When
No,
children just got kidnapped,
no, you will say may they stop kidnapping first now.
Jesus
okay,
Christ, insecurity comes
let's
first. We are
round up.
losing $50 billion
Let's round up.
every year.
No. Security will
Let's
come
round up.
into other things now. Don't worry yourself.
Okay,
Security is
All
it's
right,
first.
true.
Even
let's
even
continue from where
P2B
we
said
stop.
that himself.
It's true. It's
Okay,
true.
let's
The kid,
continue from where we stop tomorrow, my people. I
okay.
appreciate every one of you. Augustine, no worry, we'll continue tomorrow, I beg. It's already 5 hours. Remember, for the past 1 week now, that's just 6 hours.
So
Now,
sorry,
the first
Nigeria
me do
Watch.
here.
Did you see that? Did you hear that? I think a Rotimi guy, that top Nigerian, I think lawyer or something, he's saying that he's not going to join Labour Party now because of Labour Party is now like other parties. That's how much damage this Abure
No,
nonsense is
it's
causing to
true.
the Labour Party.
Abure, of course, yes.
It's
Yes,
true. It's
I
true.
know. That's what Mother Rita was saying just now.
It's
Eh?
true. It's true.
Greed. Yeah, of course,
Tomorrow,
so much
now the
damage to,
election. Oh,
Okay, the
which
now
election?
the part primaries now.
no primary
Not be
again.
Primary
Wednesday.
for
Okay.
Not
when?
be Wednesday. Not be
No,
Aburi election. Not be tomorrow.
I think say in April then I hear.
No,
I think say on a
no,
June. I think
you mean the convention.
the
Yes,
convention.
yes.
It doesn't. And now waiting create be that everybody is fighting
Now
against
when
now.
not be
Nobody wants
Wednesday
it to.
tomorrow. Not be tomorrow. Be Wednesday.
It's not supposed to happen. I don't know when it be, but it's not
No,
supposed to
no.
happen. That's what we'll be
I,
seeing now.
I think in April. I think that, maybe
It's not
I may be
convention,
wrong.
not
I may
election.
I heard it was June, but yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, I think something towards that.
Yes, it's
I don't
supposed to
think it's
be
tomorrow.
June, but if
Mm.
Aburi wants to do it this much,
I want to do and
quickly
snappy so that
in one
quickly.
room.
Yes, it's true.
Yes,
Wherever he's going
that's
to do
where
it,
the
the
problem
obedience
lies.
are going to overrule him now. How is he going to escape it?
Okay.
Our members not going to vote him
And
in.
one information is
Obedience are going
that
to be there.
one information again that came out that 75% of the chairmen, state chairmen, they were never elected. They were appointed.
By Abure.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes,
everybody.
go check
Thank
him.
you.
He did
Let's
there now.
round
Go
up
check it.
now. Thank you. Thank you. Let's
Yeah.
round up. Tomorrow we'll continue from where we stop. Thank you, Augustine. Thank you, everybody. We've come to the end of the broadcast. It's already 5 hours. I really need to end the show right now. I want to thank every one of you. I want everybody to understand that on this platform, we all come here every day to learn. Nobody is perfect on the platform. So whenever things happen, like for example, what happened to Augustine today, is a normal thing. We have one family here. In fact, that's a better way of demonstrating who we are on this platform. For those people watching us from afar to know that we're not biased here on this platform. So yes, we are one family. We all are fighting for how Nigeria can be better in our time.